Hi, everybody. I'm making another attempt at a live chat. Making another attempt at a live chat. I hope it comes out okay. Last few times it kept messing up on me. Uh, my computer's a few years old, so that might be why. But I want to take this time to welcome you all to my live chat. Um, I thought I would read um, some scripture first. Let's see here. It'll be Romans 9, starting at verse 26. In the same way, the Spirit helps us in our weakness. We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit Himself intercedes for us with groans and words that words cannot express. And He who searches our hearts knows the mind of the Spirit, because the Spirit intercedes for the saints in accordance with God's will. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. For those God foreknew, He also predestined to be conformed in the likeness of His Son, that He might be the firstborn among many brothers. And those He predestines, He also called. Those He called, He also justified. Those He justified, He also glorified. What then shall we say in response to this? If God is for us, who can be against us? He did not spare His own Son, but gave Him up for us all. How will He not also, along with Him, graciously give us all things? Who will bring any charge against Him whom God has chosen? It is God who justifies. Who is He that condemns? Christ Jesus, who died, more than that, who was raised to life, is that at the right hand of God, and is also interceding for us. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall trouble, our hardship, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or danger, or sword, as it is written? For your sake we face all death all day long. We are considered as sheep to be slaughtered. Knowing all these things, we were more than conquerors through Him who loved us. Therefore I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord. Here. So there was someone, but now nobody's there now. So I want to thank you all for coming. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, please. It helps me out a lot when you do that. And click the bell twice so that you get notified every time I post something new. If you only click it once, you only get occasional notifications. But if there's little brackets around the bell, then you'll be notified every time I post something new. So just wait for some people to come in here and see what everybody wants to chit chat about. I think I might have to shut that light off behind me because it's kind of screwed up my picture. Hold on a second here. I'll be right back. Oops. See if that helps at all. I don't know. I still look bleached out. I have to turn my overhead light on, my spotlight. This will probably really bleach me out because it's bright. And it's kind of point it off so it's indirect. There, how's that? Is that better? Looks okay on this end. Of course, I look really orange though. It's a warm light, so. Oh, well, I can't really. And it bounces off the wall. You put it behind me, see if that works. Boy, that's bright. That shows my mess behind me. Rooster tail. Oh. Pardon me. I gotta go slick that down. I'll be right back. Want it? There you go. Yeah, you like to lay up there, don't you? Hey, everybody. Let's move over these. Move over that. This is Daisy, our poochie. She's like, 7 years old now. She had to come in here because she follows me everywhere I go usually. You gonna stay here now? Never know. My wife may wander in here. I don't know. She's in the shower right now. Let's see. I forgot to write down. When I do these live chats, anytime I'm in a live chat, I have live call-in number, and I'm trying to do a testing on it right now to see if it's going to ring in right and everything. I might have to switch some settings on my computer. It worked before, but then my computer crashed on me, and I had to restore everything, and I forgot what the setting was for the phone there. But it's 989 402 5066. After I get some ink for my printer, I'll put a sign back there on the wall so you can see it. And I don't know if I ever showed you this before, but in Israel, the Jewish priests all wear this shawl thing, and it's called a talit. And I have one. I used it in one of my other videos, but I haven't shown it since then. But this, I sent to the Holy Land and got this. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the writing has got the stripes and the knots. They all mean something, like the number of tassels and the number of knots in the tassel, or tassel, whatever you want to call it. And it says, "For he made him who knew no sin to be sin for us, that we might become the righteousness of God in him." That's 2 Corinthians 5:21. And it's right in the center of the little emblem there. It's pierced with the knotted, tassel. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 knots in that tassel. And then there's up the side of it. This is the shawl that, the prayer shawl that Jesus talks about when he talks about a prayer closet. That's what he means. The Jewish people call their prayer shawl a prayer closet. And on this end, it says here, "He was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities, and the chastisement for our peace was upon him. And by his stripes we are healed." Isaiah 53:5. Now these squares are not printed on the tassel. These were added to explain what this piercing means here. And then the knots on the tassel. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the strings. And the Jewish people, priests and stuff, and rabbis and Jesus himself, they wore it on their heads like this. You have to pardon my bald head. And when they prayed, they would bring it down, to make it private in a little prayer closet, and they would pray. Because when you're praying in here, nobody knows what you're saying, only what they can hear. And that's why he called it a prayer closet, because when you went in there and you prayed to the Lord, even if you were moving your lips, but you weren't speaking, nobody knew what you were saying. That's why he tells you to go into your closet and shut the door. He means go into your prayer closet. This. Pull it down over your head when you're praying. That's closing the door. It's quite beautiful, actually. I don't know if you can see the knot, but the threads, some of the threads are like golden. It's like, it's got some stains on it through the years now, but I had to have it. Just anything Jesus did, I want to be part of that. See, I'm folding it now. You can see the stripes and stuff better, and the tassels. Then there's these tassels, and these knots on these tassels here mean something too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tassels on there, on that side. There's must be 8 more on the other side. It's kind of like a menorah, maybe. I didn't know what all this meant. I wish I could remember it all now. All the knots and the way that it's pierced in the corners and stuff are all according to the Jewish Bible, and they all mean different things. But the way I look at it is, you might not call yourself Jewish, But if you're a born again Christian, you are a Jew. Jesus was a Jew. If you accept him into your heart and you get saved and you're born again, you are Jewish, whether you know it or not, because he brought you into his family. I love and support the Jewish people. They're blinded to a lot of the things, but the Lord says that the scales will be removed from their eyes in the last days, and they will see him as the Messiah, for salvation stuff. Just thought I'd throw that in to make my videos a little less boring. I appreciate you all stopping by and everything, either live or in the replay. You can watch this whenever you want, because I don't take them down. I leave them up there so people can watch them at their leisure. But please, please leave a comment and, and a like. It helps me out. Excuse me. I just want to know, if everybody wants me to continue doing these, or if I should just hang it up, go back to just normal live chats and stuff. The Lord's always going to be involved in something in any of my chats, because that's the way I am. I can't be somebody I'm not. I love the Lord Jesus with all my heart, with all my soul, and with all my mind, as much as is humanly possible, as he enables me. I only do this because I want to spread his word to as many people as possible, and maybe affect as many people as I can in a positive way in these last days. Because you have to know by the things you've been seeing, all these volcanoes and fires and floods and everything, and the earthquakes and all that stuff. The Lord is going to be taking us home soon. And you can't wait till you die to make a decision, because it's like you can't change your mind. It's like when you make a decision either for or against it, you die. That's final. There's no going back and changing it. And he sends people like me to get in your face and annoy the crap out of you, to tell you the truth. It doesn't matter what you think or what you think of me. God's word is true. It's being proved every day. And he will have the last word, because he had the first word. Every knee will bow. One way or another, you will bow before him. You can do it under grace that we're in right now, or you can be under God's wrath and under the, all the stuff that's going to happen, that's coming. You will bow. You have no choice. You will bow to him, or you will bow to Satan. You make your choice by who you serve. I wish I could turn the camera around to show you. On this wall here, I have pictures of everybody that I pray for every day. I have my address in the About tab. And if you'd like to be on my prayer wall, just send me a picture of you. It doesn't have to be a beautiful picture. It's just a point of contact, And I will faithfully pray for you every day. I'm serious about this, because he's serious about us. Jesus loves you. He only wants to love you. It's like, it is so simple that it confounds the wise people. They can't understand this. They think it's all poppycock. It doesn't make any sense. Well, to the learned, it might not make sense. But when you ask the Lord into your heart and He comes in, everything He says in the Bible, when you go in and read it, it starts making sense. Because you have the Holy Spirit dwelling inside you to show you these things. See, I come to you and I ask for you to ask Jesus into your heart and accept His gift of salvation. That's my part of it. I can't save you. Only Jesus can. When you ask Him into your heart, that's what He does. It's only my responsibility to tell you, and every other Christian's responsibility. If you call yourself a Christian, you have a job to do. He gave us the Great Commission. It's time to get serious. I'm not a preacher. I never claimed to be. But although God says, the Lord Jesus said before He went up that He gave us all a commission to win the lost. That doesn't just limit that to pastors and preachers. It's you yourself. If you call yourself a Christian, go out there and tell people the good news. It's like you got to have a heart for them like Jesus does. He doesn't want any of us to be lost. Who will tell them if you don't? Don't think, oh, somebody else will tell them. I'll leave that, up to someone else to do. You might be the only Jesus that people ever see on this earth. You don't have to walk in a church and act holier than thou. Live your Christian life. Let Jesus shine through you, and they will see it. But you can't be a Sunday go-to-meeting Christian and act sanctified and holier than thou and that when you go to church on Sunday and then in the bar on Monday. The only reason a Christian would have, a born-again Christian, would have to go into a bar is to win the lost there. It's the only reason you have to go there. You don't go in there to join in with the crowd because you're set apart from the world. It's like you go in there with the sole purpose of winning someone over to Jesus. That's what Jesus would do. If there was a soul in there that was lost in a bar, he didn't matter if it was a bar, it was somebody scooping poop in some farmer's barn. If there was a lost person there, Jesus would go there. He'd say, "Oh, I can't go to a bar. Oh no, I can't do that. That's beyond my religion." Jesus would go wherever the lost were, and he would, he'd come out of there with a new person. Oh, hi, JD. I might, JD, answer. I'm done here. I can't really do two at the same time on here. I don't think, anyway. If you can, I don't know how to do it. I wouldn't mind bringing someone else in, like what Papa does with Tessie and stuff, but I don't know how to do that either. Thanks, JD, for stopping by anyway. I appreciate it. I know I can count on you. Okay, JD. I'll watch for you. After I get off here, I'll try to find her. Is she live right now? Or is she going to be going live? Oh, okay, she is live. I don't know if I can open another thing while I'm doing a live stream or not. I don't know. I don't want to mess this up. I have a hard time getting it going as it is. That's why I haven't been on. Thanks for stopping anyway, JD. I appreciate it very much. Be blessed and have fun over there on her channel. Tell her I said hi. That's okay. I understand, JD. I mean, you can always come back and watch the replay later too. I don't take them down, so that's why I don't. I'll hang out here for a few minutes, and if nobody else comes in and stuff, then maybe I'll end it and I'll pop over there. Yeah, you have a great evening too. Thanks for stopping. Tell Allie I said hi too. That's my daughter's name. Well, it's Alicia, but we call her Allie. Boy, I can't believe how good the live chat seems to be working. I hope it's recording and playing all right and it sounds all right. I had a person on that was chatting with me, and apparently they could hear me. Thanks for the like. Thanks, JD. Oh, I see there's a couple more people that just came on. Hi, Allie. Love you guys too. See your all your hearts there. I was just telling JD that if nobody came over here, then I'd go pop over on Country Girl. I don't know how long she's going to be alive or anything. I'm great. We're waiting right now to find out what we got to do for my wife. We got to go down to University of Michigan Hospital, which is in Ann Arbor, Michigan. That's quite a ways away from us, like 2-3 hours. Because her doctor said that he didn't think she needed show she's being silly. Yeah, the doctor said that she may not even need a lung biopsy, so he wanted a second opinion. So he's sending us to the University of Michigan Hospital. Hello there, Old Camp Ranch. How are you tonight? Oh. Okay, JD. Oh, she has. Gotta take my glasses off. Can't see the screen through the bifocals. They're supposed to help, but they don't. Usual interstitial. It was pneumonia. Now they downgraded it to pneumonitis, but there's some scarring tissue in her lungs because for a long time we had parrots, and there's something in the birds, that dust stuff they give off, that my wife was sensitive to, and she got some really bad lung problems from it, and she's on oxygen all the time now. And they wanted to do a lung biopsy on her, and everybody that I checked out on the internet, it's like 60 to 80% of the people that had their lung biopsy died within a month after having it. So I said, you ain't doing that. But I know it's being chicken poop, but I don't want her to do it, but I left it up to her. And if she wants to do it, she can do it. I'll be there with her, but I really don't want her to. Because it's a surgical procedure, and they go in, I think, through your side, from what I could find out. And I saw videos of it on YouTube where they go in and they cut off quite a chunk of lung tissue from one lobe and then from the other lobe too. And if he wants to do a lung biopsy, he's going to have to do it on both sides. And that's a lot of stress. And they say that your lung can deflate. What do they call that? I can't think of it now. Collapse. Yes, JD, he is. It's nice to see you, Old Camp Ranch. Yeah, we could use them because I got repairs to do on my vehicle and stuff that are really expensive, and all that before we can go down there. The pastor of our church said that he would give us a ride down there and stuff, but he is so busy, and sometimes he'll show up and sometimes he won't. It's I don't know. So we're gonna have to try it, but I need control arms and ball joints on my vehicle, and bolts on my flex plate on my transmission. Got to have those tightened up or replace the flex plate. I'm not sure. We're talking a lot of money there, but I don't have any choice. Gotta figure out some way to poop it, I guess. I don't know. Hmm. But she goes down for this second opinion from this other doctor. The lung doctor down here said that maybe they could treat it with steroid or something like that. You know, the like Advair, I think it is, or Symbicort or something like that. There's them inhaler things anyway, but the ones that got steroids in them, uh, they might be able to fix her up with that and the oxygen. She's got one of them big concentrator things that goes thump, thump, all and everything. Hmm. Yes, he will, JD. Yeah, I do too, Allie. I hope they can treat it. And yeah, that's what they say the steroids do. So I hope so. I didn't know. It was my fault. I love birds, okay? I had, if you look on my Facebook page, um, in my photos, I have, yes, my pastor is, I had a macaw, a big, red, beautiful macaw. I had, well, wait a minute, I got to go way back. I had a Nende Conure, noisy little bugger. We called him Pickles. And he was green, that's why. And I had so many birds. Uh, yeah, where did I had a dove that I trained pretty well and go outside with me and everything. The white dove is beautiful. Then I got my first Amazon, yellow naped Amazon. I taught her to talk and sing and all kinds of stuff. She could sing opera and everything. It was beautiful. She'd sing the Lord's Prayer. If you've ever heard Charlotte Church sing the Lord's Prayer, she could sing it just like her. And then I got the one my sister's got now. His name was Jack. Uh, orange winged Amazon. I had to think what kind. Um, he can talk and everything too. But I had a lot of birds, and I didn't know all this, nothing about what their dander and stuff does. We have 5 cats too, and that's a no whole other story. Um, how I got them. Let's just say started with one mama. She must have been a really hot mama too, because she was all time pregnant. I named her Babe. She showed up at my house. She's wild. The lung doctor said the cats have nothing to do with it. It's the birds. They give off something in the dander when they fluff, because you could see it. They got like the powder stuff that comes off their wings, and I know it gets all over everything in your house. Yeah, if you look towards back a little bit on this video, you'll see my dog. She's in here, down here on the floor with me right now. She follows me everywhere. So do my cats, though. I have to shut my door in here when I come in to do a live chat, because there would be cats going back and forth. They just, but I love them. Wouldn't have them if I didn't. Thanks, guys, for stopping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, me too. Oh no, my cats, they weren't hard to train. My my female, her and I had a connection. Okay, and um, she had started having her kittens under my bed. So I hauled her out and hauled all the kittens out. Well, I put them in a box with a blanket or something in there. I can't remember what I put in there, but I'd put them in the box. She'd carry them all out. I was sitting on the floor with her. She would pick the kittens up out of that box and bring them and put them in my lap. Every one of them. And she always had um, at least 4 or 5 kittens. We managed to get rid of all of them except for the ones we have now. Also, if you look on my Facebook page, all the pictures of the cats are in there, and the dogs are there, and the birds, the whole 9 yards. Yes, she did. When I, if you look at one of my videos on my YouTube channel, there's back in '98. Well, if you're scrolling through them, you'll see one with a picture of little collie puppies. Um, she was the same way. I helped her deliver some of her puppies because 2 of them tried to come out at the same time, and yeah, that was interesting. But she was the same way. I could get right in there, and she wasn't afraid or nothing. And her puppies were so healthy. She had 12 puppies, and we lost one, almost lost two, but I performed CPR on the little bugger, got him back. So, but I used to sit up at night. I called my local vet and got a recipe to make puppy formula. And I got these little tiny, like preemie bottles, and I was feeding all them puppies. Yep, 12 of them. I used to have to go to my local appliance store at the time. That was in Bay City. I don't live there anymore. But they had these big refrigerator boxes there, and they give me all the boxes I wanted. So I had to keep going there and getting them and cutting them down. But 12 puppies plus mom and dad. I had the father too. I didn't know we were going to get blessed with so many puppies. I wanted to. I wanted my kids to not grow up, never experience anything. So I let my dog get pregnant by the male that I had. They were both thoroughbred collies and beautiful puppies. I would have kept them all if I lived. I live in the country now. If I was living here then, I would have kept every one of them. My collie that I had, I could take him in the car. And he sat on the seat. His name was Buddy. And he'd sit there just like a person. He didn't bark at nobody or nothing. He would just sit there. I'd go through McDonald's or something, and they would give him doggy bones. Everybody liked him. He was beautiful. He looked like Lassie on the TV show. Well, he was a little bit different. He had a little black streaks in his mane. But he was beautiful. I got pictures of him on my Facebook page too. Yeah, my neighbors poisoned Buddy on me, and Buddy was him and I were always together. Um, I would go into the bathroom and to do my business. He would come in there with me if I didn't shut him out. One day I went in there. This was shortly after he was poisoned, like the next day. And I didn't know he had been poisoned at the time. And he laid down outside the bathroom door, right up against the door. And my daughter came out and she knocks on the door and she says, "Daddy, I can't make Buddy move. He won't move." Well, he tried to get in the bathroom with me because I think he knew he was going to die. Well, he died right there up against the bathroom door. Yeah, that was horrible. I love that dog so much. He was so smart, and walk up the street, he walked up beside me. He didn't drag me down the street and, you know, shake me around like a rag or something. He is very well behaved. I really loved him. Oh, JD, I was wondering about that. I really was. It's like, I feel guilty for even asking you because I can't pay you nothing. You know, I just, we got so much going on right now. I can't see my way out of the closet. It's always, there's more month than there is money. Of course, that's, all of us are that way. But I like the idea, but, you know, well, that's nice, but, you deserve to get something, JD, for what you did or what you do. It's kind of interesting to hear it and everything, but, well, that's nice, JD. It really is. I hope I'm worthy of it. Looks like there's someone else on. I don't know if the Red's got, I forgot his name now. Yeah, I try to get on Tessie's prayer chats all the time, but I can't always connect. It's not my internet service either. It's my crazy phone. It's like I have trouble with that. Okay, look at it this way. I look at it like I'm giving the Lord glory, trying to in everything I do. So he screws up my phone right when I want to go and watch Tessie's stuff or anyone else's because I don't watch any, YouTubers fighting with each other, and I don't get into that. Um, I like interesting things. I'm a techie person. I've always, been into computers and stuff, so I watch that kind of stuff. Or medical stuff, I look up men's health, women's health, things like that, but I don't get into that other stuff. But if he doesn't get me on the phone, usually when I try to do a Bible study or a prayer chat, I mean, I can sit here and watch YouTube videos on my laptop here all day long and it works just fine. But I try to go on and do a Bible study or a live chat where God's going to be mentioned, he'll screw it up on me usually. It's like, I hope I'm doing some damage to his kingdom. I really do. I wish Tessie would come on more. She used to come on, but I don't see her too much anymore. I hope I didn't offend her or something. She's one of my best friends. But I know she's busy too. Did Tessie even notice I wasn't there? She's got so many people. I mean, it's going up so fast when I try to read everything. Yes, I love Tessie too. Someday I'd like to meet her, but I'm not worthy to have somebody like her come here. She's so precious. But I wouldn't mind meeting her someday. But I'll notice her up there. I'm sure she does. Yeah, she is Tessie Sunshine, that's for sure. My wife loves her too. Cause what I do is when I watch the videos, even the live chats like that, I put them up on the TV because she can't walk around too much. But the TV is a big screen, in the living room and stuff. And I got that Chromecast on there, and I can send it right from my phone right to the TV. And she likes to watch her too. She tells me all the time, she goes, "That woman is precious." And I said, "Yeah, she is." She's got a gift. She says she's not a preacher, but she's preaching more than she knows. Kind of like a weasel in a hen house, going in and mixing things up and kicking out the devil. I love it though. If I could get another thoroughbred collie that was like Buddy was, I'd have to think real hard. As my wife stopped me, don't let me take one, because I would. Yeah, that's good. I hope I helped her with that in some way. So I don't care what people think about me. It's like, I'm here to win souls. I don't. That's my only purpose. Um, well, I can't say that. I do like talking to the people too, but that's my main joy in the whole thing. Yeah, it does hurt. It really does. My dog Buddy, I never forgot him. I have a statue out in my gun cabinet, and it's right on the bottom of the statue. It looks just like him. The day he died, what the year and the time, even all that stuff, and his dog tags, his license. I have them in my jewel box in my room. I call it guy's jewelry box, whatever you want to call the thing. But I got his tags and stuff in there. But I think God lets us have animals to touch our lives in that way, you know, because I guess it's an earthly way of showing us God's unconditional love. Because those animals love us, and we don't do anything to deserve their love either. Yeah, I don't have Buddy's ashes. I don't know because I would be. I'm sorry. I'm a lush. Every time I thought about him, and I still do, I get emotional. I'm trying to hold it back right now, but he was a precious animal to me. I realized he was just an animal, but to me, it wasn't. He wasn't just an animal. He was my animal. You know, God loaned him to me for the purpose of bringing me joy, and he most certainly did. Well, it's sad, but yet It's not sad because the beautiful things that him and me did, and I'm sure your dog did too, will always be with you. And I try to think of those things. Yes, they do, JD, they do. It's an example, I guess, of how we're supposed to be with the Lord. Because I don't deserve any of the things the Lord does for me, but He still does it because He's love. He embodies it. One of my best friends has an issue with anger and over something that happened in the past, and she can't get rid of it. And I really feel I met her and came, to be friends with her for that purpose. I hope I help her. She was a Christian, so she still is. She just doesn't realize it. But I want to help her find her way back to the Lord again. I don't want to be too personal because she watches my videos and I don't want to jeopardize our friendship. Yep, Allie, they are a blessing. What kind of dog was Gingerbread? Yep. With me? What time is it here, Allie? Is that what you're asking? If you're asking me, it's 10:12. Or are you asking JD? Okay, it's 10:12 at night. I'm in Northeast Michigan. Oh, you're in Boston? Wow. Wouldn't mind seeing that place sometime. The place I really want to see before the rapture, I want to see Alaska. I'm afraid if I go to Alaska, I might not come back though, because I love the snow. But I hear Alaska is not a place for poor people because everything is really expensive up there. Oh, you're on the ocean. I used to live for like 9 months, I lived in Texas, and there's ocean around there, but I never got to see it. At least not that I remember. I smelt it a few times. Stinks like fish. Hmm. But I never got to see it that I remember anyway, because a lot of times it wasn't me driving. So, no, no, JD, their last name was Campbell, just like mine. Not fish, Allie. I know when I was in Texas and down there for so long and everything, and when I came back up here, all of our rivers and streams and everything look so blue. Well, I always thought ocean smelled like fish. Stinky fish. Maybe not, but kind of smelled fishy to me. Not that I have anything against fish. Some of those are mighty tasty. My favorite is codfish. Oh, I love codfish. Oh, I can eat myself into a nightmare with codfish. Battered, baked, broiled, fried. I don't care. Oh, I don't like lobster. It's like eating rubber balls. It stink. Don't like shrimp. Don't like clams. Oh. I don't like lobster either. I like fish out of the ocean, but not bottom feeders and stuff. Ugh. I have eaten shrimp. I will occasionally eat a shrimp, but not those great big ones that are like biting into a giant earthworm or something. Nah. The little teeny, 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 tiny ones that don't stink to high heaven. Taste like it. Ugh. I don't know what I cooked them when I was in cooking school, but I never ate them. And I tried an oyster once. My dad loves. He lives right across the road. He loves oysters. And I used to make chowder for him and stuff, and clam chowder and stuff. But I would make chowder out of the oysters too. And I tried one once. I was like, the sand. No, not for me. A tuna commercial. I like tuna. I like most seafood except for gross stuff, shrimp, and I don't like. I like canned tuna, but the fresh caught stuff, ugh, it's disgusting. We used to have a restaurant up here called Ponderosa, or not Ponderosa, Bonanza, and they used to get different kinds of fish in there. Oh, one time I went in there and with my mom and dad, and me and dad says, "Oh, they got shark here," because we're game for a fish, you know. They brought me this tire. I mean, they say it was. Dad said it was really good. I don't know because I couldn't get through the skin. It was like chewing on an inner tube or something. It was like no, and the fish tasted like a sock or something. And I'm just, I'm like, ugh. Yeah, we used to have a couple of bonanzas while they were in down in south in Bay City. I guess it was supposed to be really good, but oh, it was disgusting. Sockeye tuna. I don't know what that even is. I know what sockeye salmon is and Chinook salmon. I love those. Yeah, the skin on a shark is really thick and it's just like rubber. It's a slimy rubber. Oh, that's on it. Oh, forgive me there. I got a little more graphic than I intended. Oh, and I won't eat octopus either. Ugh. I don't. It's just the way it looks. We used to have to cook it in school, but I didn't eat the stuff. You're supposed to sample everything we made, but I said, give me any. I don't care. I ain't eating that stuff. And I didn't either. John Doubt. Hi there. Mahi mahi. I've seen it, but I think it's raw tuna, isn't it? I don't eat anything raw. Ugh, that's disgusting. Some people like it, but ugh. I don't even know what calamari tastes like. Hi, John. Welcome to our nightmare. I thought mahi mahi was actually raw tuna. They serve it in Hawaii and stuff, I think. Seems like I seen it on TV. If the mahi mahi is cooked completely, not rare, not slightly pink, done. I might try it. But I don't eat anything rare, pink. No, it's it's got to be cooked all the way. Ooh, sashimi? No, that's too much like sushi, I think, ain't it? I don't eat that stuff either. Yeah, I don't blame you, John. I don't. No, raw fish just doesn't appeal to me. Hey, John, where are you from? I'm in Northeast Michigan. Oh, I think I might have been confusing mahi mahi with or no, I think it's made with mahi mahi tuna, that poke stuff they eat in Hawaii and stuff. Well, howdy from Michigan, John. How's it down there in Oklahoma? Is it really hot? It was like 72 today here. Oh, yes, I like steak, but it's got to be very well done. I don't eat anything raw or slightly pink. Not even a hamburger. You can catch too many things nowadays. Yep, I like a well done steak with A1 on it. Holy moly, that's hot. 104? Ooh. JD, as long as it's a steak and it's dead, not bleeding all over my plate, and not pink, I'll smother it in A1 and I'll eat it. Yeah, that's what, John, that's what they used to say when I lived in Texas too. It was 120 degrees. Oh, it's a dry heat. Well, when I go outside and I instantly fry, it's heat. It still burns. And I'm very light complected. So I'd step out 5 minutes in that sun down there in Texas and I'd look like a lobster. One of them bright ones that get bright red when you cook them. 104 if it's dry feels like 104, but if it's 104 Michigan heat where it's extremely humid, it feels like 120. Yes, pork loin's good too. We eat a lot of it here. I love Canadian bacon. I like American bacon too, but I love Canadian bacon too. Fried chicken. Oh, I love fried chicken. I make my fried chicken in the pressure cooker. Ooh, it's good. Yeah, I don't. My head up here, I'll tan, and my freckles really come out. And my arms will tan. I'll get really, really, really dark. And then in my legs, but everything else burns. Doesn't tan. It just burns over and over. Pretty much, John. It is. But it's, I think it's actually like the smoked pork loin that's cut really thin. I'm not sure, but that's what I think it is. Excuse me. Do we? Ellie, sorry. And I used to raise chickens too, but I didn't kill mine. I raised them for the eggs. Other than that, they were pets. Well, right in this room here, I brought them in here and I had them in a little, well, it was actually big, canvas type pet cage that would hold like a beagle sized dog. I had 12 of them in there. And then I had 15 altogether out in the park out there. My legs repel it too. My dad came out today when I was walking out to the mailbox and he says, "Did you paint your legs white?" Nope, that's me. So I had shorts on and I haven't worn shorts too much this year. I wear them in the house all the time, but not outside. Yes, JD, fried chicken is always on the menu. I hate sweating too, but it's that time of the year. I think last time, JD, we were talking about wine. Yeah, really wine. That's not what that was. That's lemonade. I just drink it out the jug because I'm too lazy to put it in a glass. Yes, I am, John. I'm in Northeast Michigan, Aranet County. Lemon wine? No. Hmm. That sounds interesting. That's right, JD. That's what my dad asked me today if I painted my legs white. We get, John, we get days that are in the 90s, but that's only maybe 3 or 4 days out of the whole summer. Usually it's between 70 and 85, maybe. But now in the wintertime, that's another story. The last couple of winters haven't been too bad, but we've had them where the snow is, well, right up to your car window, you know. Well, the couple times this winter, I couldn't get my front door open. It was snowed right shut. But I love it. I love snow. I love winter. I can't take the heat. It's like I got an air conditioner over there. If I start sweating too much, it comes on. I don't deal with the heat. When I lived in Texas, it's all I did was sweat. I'm surprised I didn't look like a raisin. I couldn't drink enough water. It was coming out of me as fast as I was putting it in. Okay, Allie. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, I have to have snow. When I was in Texas, it's like Christmas come and stuff, and there's no winter. If it snows down there, the kids are freaking out. They're having a great time because they hardly ever see it. Blessings on you too, Allie. See you next time. Up here where I'm at, John, a lot of people heat with wood, and I live in the forest, so it's pretty easy for me to get wood. But I'm actually heating with propane right now. Okay, JD. Thanks a lot, JD. I appreciate that more than you know. I'm sure God will bless you for that. I'll make sure He does. I'll put your name in. And propane, I think last year it was like $2.49 a gallon. So we have a 500-gallon tank. So it's depending on the price, it can be $700 to $1,500 to have it filled. But we used to have to get a fill up twice a season. But we got the house insulated and all that stuff. It was insulated before, but they didn't have enough in it. So they put more in it everywhere. And now we only get one 500-gallon fill up usually. And that lasts us all winter. Of course, I don't keep it 80, 90 degrees in the house either. It's like 68 to 70 is all I can take. I mean, even in the winter, I was sweating like a pig. God bless you too, JD. Ellie, you too. See you later. Yes, I do, John. Yep, in my yard all the time. If you look at some of my videos, I have deer in my yard all the time, and turkey, and some undesirables too. We have bear, we have wolves. I haven't seen a wolf yet, but that's what everybody tells me. And uh, cougars. Uh, but mainly it's like raccoons, and I have partridge in my yard all the time. Sometimes pheasant, but I haven't seen a pheasant in quite a while now. Mostly deer and turkey, like crazy. It is. And if well, at least in my opinion, if you look at some of my videos, you'll see I go on walks in the woods and stuff just right around my house here. I'm surrounded by state land, and they say it's like 5,000 acres. So I love it here. I'll never move again. Maybe in a pine box, or coffee can, or whatever they put me in. I don't care. I won't be here. I would carry a gun if I had one. I do have a gun, but it's a rifle, and it's kind of hard to carry, unless it's hunt season. But yeah, if I can get me a pistol someplace, I want one really bad for that purpose. Because you never know what's going to walk out on you. We got coyotes like crazy too, all over the place. Although I haven't had too much trouble with them lately, but when we first moved here, you could hear them. It sounded like they were just outside, but there was nothing for them to eat here. But after a while, I had my chickens and stuff, but I had um, cement blocks around the bottom of my chicken park, all the way around and all the way around the coop and everything. Flipped over on their side so they couldn't get in. Ooh, I would love a Taurus. This other guy that I watch all the time, he has a Taurus. I don't know what caliber his is. I thought he said 9 millimeter, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen a Taurus Judge, but I'd like to get one, or a 357. Nope, I don't. I don't carry a gun when I go walking, only because I don't have one. That one that'll fit in my pocket anyway. But if I go out of the residential area and stuff like that, I'd like to be able to carry one, especially because we have a lot of wildlife around here, and being that there's bear and stuff like that, you never know what you're going to run into. Oh, that'd be cool. I used to have a 410, and I love that thing. My favorite gun, though, was a 20 gauge. I had a 20 gauge shotgun. That's all I used to hunt with for years. But towards the end, me and my dad used to hunt out here all the time, and I haven't hunted since he quit. But I had a 30-30, a Winchester 30-30. I love that thing too. That thing was right on the money too. My dad, he's 76 years old now, and he's taken 42 deer that I know of. I haven't been that lucky. I haven't gotten anything. Well, that's not true. One year I did. I shot three of them, but it wasn't intentional. Oh, I ain't afraid of anything out here. Grab a tree branch or a shovel. Yeah, it's well, there's I think around 23 homes spread out through here. I mean, we have big yards and stuff. It's like if I really look, I can see my neighbor's house through the trees, but there's not too many houses out here. And most of the houses out here are cabins. People don't live here all year. I do, but and my parents do, but most of them don't. No. Yeah, wolves don't usually up here. They don't usually bother people. Though if they see you, they run the other way. Although my aunt lives up by the Mackinac Bridge, well, on the other side of it actually. And one day she was walking down the road, and she usually does carry a pistol with her when she goes out to check the mail. Well, there was a neighbor that came up behind her. He's whistling at her. She turns around to look at who was whistling at her and stuff. And there was a wolf walking right up the road behind her. He was stalking her. If that guy wouldn't have said anything or whistled or anything, she would have thought to turn around and see that thing there, and it probably would have got her. So, but that was where they're at is up by St. Agnes, and they get snow right up to your rooftops. Now it's amazing. I don't know how they could live with all that snow. That's a little bit too much. Yeah, I walked out in my yard before, John, and this far away, I swear, from deer. And it was so funny. This one time, I wasn't paying attention. I walked around the end of the house, and this doe was standing right even with my pig, which is my big 500-gallon propane tank. And she's pretty much the same color as my tank was. And I didn't realize that it was deer. I just kept walking, and boom, all of a sudden, we met, staring each other down like, who's going to move first? It was really freaky. And my wife's in the house, and she always wants to see the deer. So I'm trying to, okay, how can I get her to the window to see this? Because if I yell, the deer's going to run. But I tried to back off and go in the house to tell her, but it was gone when I went back out there. Yeah, it was really funny. But I'll tell you, wasn't expecting it. And it'll make you dump a load, I'll tell you, when you're not expecting it. Yeah, they will. I never had a doe attack me. They walked up to me other times in the yard too when I was burning leaves and stuff. I guess the smoke attracts them. Yeah, I know bucks will. They'll gore you and everything if they're in rut. Because my brother in law, his dad used to have one, and he was fine all year long until rut season came. Then he was a different animal. Yeah, we're supposed to have hogs up here, but I haven't seen one. If I do, it'll be in my freezer. Because up here, you only got to have a small game license to take out, unless, as far as I know anyway, unless that's changed, to take out hogs because they're an invasive species up here and they want to get rid of them, or at least thin them out. You can take as many as you want as long as you got a license, small game license. And I wouldn't mind taking out a hog. I don't know on the coyotes. I don't know up here if they're fair game or not. I know the wolves are protected, and I wish they weren't because there's getting to be so many of them now. I haven't seen any yet around me, but wolves are like that. They're very stealth. But up north, further up by the bridge and stuff, I guess they have quite a few of them up there. Our thing around here is we have bear, and right here where I live, the DNRs, I guess you say, transplanting bears all the time. We have a lot of turkey. The turkeys around here are so used to me. It's like I can be out in the yard working and I'll have 20 or 30 of them standing in my front yard. They don't even care that I'm there. But I know turkey, they will attack too. I've been chased down many times by those. But all you need is a good ball bat for them. Uh-oh, I wonder if my YouTube just messed up. Something popped up and went away too fast. They're black bear here. I'd love to have a bearskin rug. They eat them up here too. They eat bear, but my dad tells me I ate it when I was a kid, but I don't remember. Probably have because my dad he hunted all the time. So did I, and ate lots of rabbits and pheasants and partridges and stuff like that over the years. There's what's called a Michigan rattler up here, but I've never seen one. I don't think I would eat a snake. It just doesn't. It's like my wife likes frog legs too. I won't eat them either. That's disgusting to me. I might try bear. My dad said I ate it when I was a kid. Same with moose, but I don't remember it. I know moose meat is supposed to be really good, but I don't remember ever eating it. Up north, we're supposed to have elk and stuff too, but never seen them around here. I'd love to see one. They're beautiful. They have toxic chemicals and stuff in some of the fish up here, but it's not like it is down south, though. I know when I lived in Texas and I came up here, the water in Texas all looked green, even the fresh water. But you come up here and our water is really, really, really blue. Glyphosate, yeah, that's from that Roundup, isn't it? Wow. You got to watch out though. If you don't drink the water, then that plastic they use in the water bottles, that's bad for you too. It leaches out chemicals. We have out here where I live, we have a well, and we have really good water out here. It's been tested and everything. It's really good. When I lived about 40 miles away, there was a town called Bay City, and I used to. Um, the water there was good, but um, it smelled like you were drinking a glass of bleach. Oh, it stunk. Yeah, yeah. The water's going to kill your plants. I don't think I'd drink that either. And our water, it's really good, and it's really cold. Yeah, if I went to water my plants and my plants fizzled up and died from it, I don't think I'd be drinking it. Probably all the poop in the bottom of it gets scooped up and mixed in the water. Do you have city water or a well or something? Maybe that is what it means. And they say the reservoir is turning over. Maybe they're scraping it or something. Because I imagine they'd have to clean them things. Huh. Well, if it's biological stuff in the water, it should naturally break down on its own then. You would think so anyway. But still, I don't think I'm going to be drinking it. Up here, I know Flint had, everybody knows about Flint's water, but their municipal water, it's city water too. And they were sucking it right out of the uh, Detroit River, I guess, or Flint River. It might have been Flint. And it would go through the system and be purified and everything. It wasn't the Flint River that was poisoning the people, it's the pipes in the city's water system. They were all lined with lead and it was leaching into the water because some kind of chemical they put in it. Ooh, E. coli, ew. The Flint's a long ways away from me. Flint would be, I think, around 2.5 to 3 hours away from me. And we don't get our water out of the river. It's underground well. And where I live, it's basically sand here. So the water is very clean, which I'm thankful for. Because the cities around here, like in Standish is the closest city that it's like 10 miles away. And their water is so expensive. Well, I think E. coli breaks down on its own too, but you can't mess with it till it does. Yeah, I will never go back to city water. Ugh, nasty stuff. It's like, I can't see the sense in it anyway. They take something God gave us for free, poison it, put all kinds of chemicals in it, and then make you pay to be poisoned. I think it might be, yeah, E. coli. Well, that's most of your city water is all recycled anyway. Well, really, all water is recycled. But just to think of it going into a big collecting plant and they dump chemicals in it and pump it back out to you. Ugh. That's just, ugh. Yep, that's the way it is. I think sometimes that's how uh, China or any other countries that don't like us, all they got to do to wipe us out is drop anthrax in our water supply or something. It gets all through there and it wipe out everybody. And I think that's probably what they're planning to do eventually. It is. And it's like it goes into that. Well, I don't know about where you live, but I know in Bay City where I used to live, they had a waste treatment plant there, and the water would go into when you flushed whatever down the toilet. It went to the sewer and it went all the way down to the waste treatment plant, and they treated it. I had a friend that worked there. Ugh, that's disgusting. Just because you got people throwing in their toilets, vomiting and animal doo doo and fish flushing down the toilet, all the other things end up in there. And then they're in pills. People flush their pills down the toilet. I know they tested a lot of the water, and it had that one that drug. Oh, what's the name of that? It's an anti-anxiety or depression drug anyway. Anyway, a lot of the water, treatment sites were tested. That stuff, them drugs go right through the treatment plant and go right back out in the pipes. And Prozac, that's what it is. A lot of people in town are on Prozac without even knowing they're on it. Yeah, Prozac. It's like, ugh. And you think of all these other things, drugs that are in the water supply. Guys could be taking saltpeter without even knowing it, and because you mix all these drugs together, and it probably makes some other kind of chemical, and who knows what that does to you. It just, yeah, it's really gross. That's why I like having the well. I'm sure that, yeah, euthanasia medicine. Ugh. Yeah, I think some sadistic yoo-hoo did it. Because I know I just don't. I don't have any faith at all in China. The stuff that comes from China and stuff, they undercut all of our people here. It's our own fault though, because like where I live here, just an example. I'm in a forest. Okay, the tree services come through here and they cut all these. We got these pine trees that are pretty much naked till about way up at the top. There's some branches, and they're straight as a poker though for lumber and stuff like that. Well, a couple of years ago, we had them come through here and they clear cut a lot of the land. They just cut the trees on it. They grabbed a hold of it with this machine, and it will cut it off at the bottom, and then they ran it through, stripped the branches off and everything, all in one pass. And we watched the wood company take our trees out of here up the road to this mill thing, and they turned it into sawdust and loaded it on trucks, and it went to China. China took it and made it into particle board and then sold it back to us. That doesn't make sense to me. Hi there, guys. Lucas and Gerald, welcome to my live chat. John, we got more people on now. Okay. My call-in number, if it's working, 989-402-5066. If it works. It's been messing up on me lately. Yes, it is, John. It's really crazy. You just call that number, Gerald. How you guys doing? Welcome to the channel. It's 989-402-5066. If it's working. I appreciate that, Lucas. Thanks a lot. I really do. Remember to like the chat too. If it doesn't ring in, then we'll know it's not working. I can't do that, Gerald. $50 and I'll sub to you. No, I can't. I can't afford that. No how, no way. I'm not hearing any ringing or nothing. Check and see if it's even working. See if I get dialed wrong. Yeah, dial tone's working. No, I haven't, John. I know that the Earth is supposed to be tilting one way or the other from what it was, they say. I don't know how true that is. It's not ringing or nothing. Okay, John. So, Lucas, the world is not flat. No, it's not. Oh, boy. It was 989 402 5066. That's different, John. Okay, here, I'll type it in and then you'll get it for sure. And straighter than a roller coaster. What's that? John, you mean me? Or are you talking to the other guys? I can't catch up on the chat here. Dial tone's there, but nothing's happening. My name's Dwayne. Yes, Gerald. How did you know? Huh. I wonder why I did that. I'll try to work at the connection here. Maybe there's something wrong with my phone connection. Let's see here. I'm checking the settings here for that to see if something's wrong. Okay, I tried the settings, so maybe it'll work now. I don't know. I don't know why it keeps messing up on me. Because I'm not getting a ring or nothing, and it should be ringing. Be forewarned, though, if you do call in and it gets working, you'll be on the air. So please keep it clean. It's not wet, Gerald. Hmm. Yeah, Jared, we all are. John, you asking me? Live chatting, maybe 2 or 3 months now, maybe 4. Is there a lag? Sorry about that. Nothing I can do about that. I'll try restarting my phone thing and see if that makes any difference. Hope I don't lose anybody. If I do get knocked off, then I'll see you next time. Hopefully I won't. See if it boots up right like it's supposed to. Yeah, they have Facebook. And I go on Facebook and stuff, but I don't read anybody's comments to my stuff anymore. I post what I want. They don't like it. Oh well, don't look. Let's see. It's loading it up, trying to load up the software right now, so we'll see. Oh yeah, I see that several calls came in, but I didn't hear them. Now the phone should ring once it gets set up, I think. Dial tone now. It usually rings when it gets set up, but oh, I know it is. Gets to be a bit much. I do post a lot of stuff on there, but I don't post everything. No, they don't need to know that stuff. It's still not working, Gerald. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with it. Oh, what the heck the deal is there? Why it's doing that on me? Yeah, I did, Gerald. I reset the whole thing, so it should be working. I don't know why it's not. Ew. I don't know if I'd want to see that or not. If they know everything about us, that's weird. Yes, it is. That's for sure. No, Gerald, I haven't. GM News. No. What could be bots, John? I might do that, Gerald. What's all these F's and stuff coming up? Hi, Mayo 77. Mayo 77. Okay, see you later, John. Appreciate you stopping by. Press F to pay respects to what? I didn't catch the. Talk to you later, John. What are you talking about, Gerald? Press that's an F to pay respects to what? Don't understand that. What's a normie? Okay. So are you saying I'm a normie then? Because I assure you I am, because I have no idea what you're saying, what you those letters mean and stuff. Okay. So I'm an army. So Lucas, what do you mean? I don't understand that. I don't care if you post a link. Oh, I don't know why it wouldn't. As far as I know, I don't have any kind of restrictions on that. As far as I know. I don't know what pressing F. What you were telling me to do that to press the F key or what? Why would I do that though? Pay respects to what? I don't understand this. What does the F do? Now, if I press the F to pay respects, what am I paying respects to? No, I don't think so because this sounds a little funny to me. Like, not on the up and up here. I only make moderators to people I know really well. What am I paying respects to on YouTube, though? I'm not doing anything until I know what you're talking about. Why would I pay respects to a video or a meme that I've never seen before? Okay, no, I don't think I'm going to do that. 'Cause this, I don't know. This very confusing. I don't know what you want me to do and why. What's the purpose of it is. What for? Why would I do that? I don't know you guys. Lucas, how's it going to benefit me by you doing that? You can go to my YouTube about tab and my email address and everything's in there. You can send it that way. I'll tell you this much. I will check on YouTube. It says search press F to pay respects on YouTube. I'll try that and see what it's all about before I'll do anything else. Well, guys, I'm going to get going. It's been nice. It's been real. Thank you all for coming to my chat. I'll try to do this again sooner or later. Um, not too long, I hope. If my computer keeps working and stuff, and everything operating like it should, I'll try to get back on. So leave your likes on the video here and comments and stuff below. And I'll talk to you later. Y'all have a blessed day and good night. I pray the Lord will be with you. Okay. Well, I can hang around for a little bit. I can hang around for a little bit yet, but then I got going. I gotta get going. I've been on for over 2 hours now. No, I don't believe I am on Reddit. I don't believe so. I don't think I ever signed up on there. I will check out that link though. If you send it, Gerald, to my email. See if I can get to it here. If you send it right away. Okay, Gerald, I did get the link, but I'll do it after I get off here because I don't want to mess everything up because I had a hard time getting YouTube to do the live stream in the first place, so I don't want to mess it up. My computer is very clunky. Lucas, who's coming? What'd you do? Send him a thing saying, I got a live one here. Probably exactly it, right? By Gerald, I don't, Lucas, I don't believe I'm on Reddit at all. I don't believe so. I know I checked it out before, but I don't think I ever signed up for an account or anything. I don't remember doing it. Oh, there's something wrong. I hope YouTube doesn't close on me. Unresponsive. Oh no. What's unresponsive? What's going on? The clock seems to have froze. I don't know if I'm still connected or not. Well, I guess this ends the chat because says it's unresponsive and the time stopped going, so I don't think I'm even hooked up anymore. So I'll see y'all later if you are watching this. I'm sorry I have to exit now, but it's messing up. Talk to you later. Bless ya.